Oh my god. It's like my jaw's dancing. Yeah, that shit dislocated. This is my idea. What if the best horror game, the best scenario for a horror game, is if the game is not even trying to be a game at all? The game is not even trying to submerge you in the immerse you in the experience. Example. You know the beginner's guide? I always thought that had a lot of potential. I mean, I don't know if I ever thought this, but I just thought this now. That game has a lot of potential to have a really scary part in it. Like, what if the guy stopped talking? All of a sudden, like, something went wrong. You know, you're locked inside for like a little bit. You start hearing noise because your guard's been lowered. You can get really scared. And what's so interesting about this idea is that I watched a video. I'm only like the first minute or so, or a couple minutes of this video by Jacksepticeye's guy, Hello Sam. He was playing a game called Hello Sam, and the game is started with a diary entry. But this diary entry, it looked so obvious, like it was made in a game. It had no, like, the handwriting was obviously a font that you type into a computer, and you just like, well, my hands are dirty, and then you put into like a. That was so obviously not written by a real person. It was so obviously it was so obviously a game, and not actually. It was so obviously the game designer that wrote that journal, and not whoever is supposed to be writing the journal in the story. That gave me an idea. What if you're through this story, through some type of story, you are reading a diary or you're reading a journal, or like the journal is like, I don't know, this is like a weird idea for a game or something. I'm basically gonna put on journal entries, and in the journal, the player is reading this. I'm basically going to go into this project and put down whatever thoughts or feelings or emotions I have. I'm gonna write them down in this video game journal. Isn't that such a cool idea? Like, imagine the game developer comes into this project every once in a while, writes down thoughts or her thoughts or whatever thoughts, and eventually it gets more and more weird and more. The game designer writes crazier and crazier thoughts into the journal. Because it's not actually. It's supposed to be this guy's actually, or this game designer is actually going into this project and putting his thoughts into the video game journal. In the video game, you can like flip through it and everything. So it's a strange idea, but I feel like it's somewhere about this has a lot of potential. And it's something about the idea that you can get the best potential is if the game is not even trying to immerse you. It's not even trying to set you up for any scares, but imagine if just something was like off about it. Like, imagine if there was a game which was never intended to scare you, but then there's like some weird thing in the AI where it just flipped and then it completely corrupted it, and you just got scared. That sounds like a perfect horror game. I don't know.